Hi guys, KatimaGaming here, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience with using Razer products after avoiding and even hating them for over 4 years. Before we begin, I'd like to inform you guys that this is episode 4 out of 4 of my Razer Review Series. The last 3, I reviewed the Razer Blackwidow V3 TKL. Later on, I reviewed the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. And lastly, I reviewed the Razer Tartarus Pro. And in this episode, this is the finale and the conclusion of all my experience with these 3. If you want to listen to my in-depth review of each product that I mentioned here, links are down below. But if you just want to listen to the summary about my experience after coming back, then you're in the right place. So, a little bit of a background story. About 6 months ago, my wife found a bundle for sale in our local IT store. 3 Razer products for, get this, $200 altogether, which is a steal, because if you think about it, the Blackwidow costs about $100, the Tartarus costs about $130, and this goes for about $60 a pop, which is almost about $300. So obviously paying $200 for these means that she saved almost $100, and she decided to gift it to me, which made me really nervous, because I think my wife forgot that I hate Razer. Oh, I hate Razer with passion. Ever since 2017, guys, I avoided that brand like a plague, looking at them in stores with disgust. Yuck. So when my wife gifted these items to me, I thought she was playing sort of a sick joke. And she actually had a hidden agenda. My wife has always been wanting a wireless keyboard and mouse and wanted me to give up my G915 keyboard, okay? I know it says G913 here, but that's just the name they call it in the Asian markets. She's also been wanting me to give up my Logitech G504 mouse. Sneaky, I know, and by gifting this to me means that I have to move on from these peripherals to Razer. Was it a downgrade? We'll talk more about that in a bit. But before that, I need to explain why I hate Razer so much. Okay, so it all began in 2014. Okay, way back. My wife got me my first ever gaming keyboard. And I'm not talking about, any rubber dome keyboard that they, with lights and they rebranded as gaming keyboard. No, this one's a serious one. Okay, this one was the Blackwidow Ultimate 2014 with Kale switches. Wow, I forgot how heavy this is. Never in my life did I imagine that I would jump down the rabbit hole. Okay, this keyboard popped my cherry. It was my first time. It took my purity away. I was deflowered by this thing. Okay, figuratively speaking, of course, I could never shove this thing into me and without causing any permanent damage to the keyboard. No, to me. Jeez. I was so excited to actually have this. Okay, my mindset was always old school. It's just a keyboard. They're all the same. The most I've ever spent on a keyboard was $20, okay? This was $100, and to me, that was insane. Why would anyone do that? Okay, and after a few spins on this bad boy, I realized, wow, that was even better than I thought. Okay, the macros were useful, the lighting was exciting, all the keys reprogrammable with the Razer Synapse. I saw the world differently from then on. Okay, the keys just felt so good. I went even as far as getting a Razer Naga 2014 and a Razer Kraken First Edition, and even got a Razer Hammerhead V2. I was deep into the Razer rabbit hole. But 3 months later, it broke. Oh man, my heart broke. I mean, I tried everything, guys. Tried to reinstall the software. I tried different computers. I even went as far as downgrading the firmware and all that jazz in the forums. I did everything but nada. The keys were just glitching out. And, yeah, okay, 3 months in, it was still under warranty. I had to send it back, no problem. But it turns out I had to wait another month for a new one to come from warranty. That's not cool. Okay, that is not cool. Because imagine you got your dream car. All right, and you've been wanting to drive it, and finally you have it, and you've been driving it around, and then suddenly, oops, sorry, it's broken. Gotta take it back and wait for another 30 days. That totally sucks. I was so upset. And when a new keyboard came in, this one, I felt kind of bitter and afraid that it might just glitch out again. And lo and behold, a year later, right after the warranty expired in 2015, the same thing happened. The button started glitching again, and I just couldn't work with it anymore. I was so tired of the drama. I knew it. I knew it was a bad idea to jump into this. $100 for a keyboard, and it's just gonna break anyways. You know, what was the point? I might as well go back to $10 China-made keyboards, you know? So screw you, Razer. Whatever. You know, back then, whatever. 2016, however, the timing could not have been more perfect. You know, I just got a bonus from work, the gaming peripheral business was just heating up, the brands were jumping everywhere, Corsair, Logitech, say what you want, they're all there. And what caught my eye was the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2016 edition. I know, it was stupid, okay? It's like that cheerleader that keeps coming back to flirt with you, you know, thinking that, you know, it could be different this time around, okay? It's gonna be better. I thought, you know what? That may have been an unlucky incident with the 2014 model. Let's go again. And my favorite color was green, so for another $100, you know, it was affordable as well. And I had cash to spare. Like I said, I just got a bonus, so yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. It's gonna be better. Like I said, it's gonna be better. I hoped it was. And you know what? For a while there, it did work out. I even did a review of the 2014 and 2016 editions linked down below. I was happy until the year 2017. Right after the warranty ended and on schedule, the shift and control keys started bugging out. I tried everything. I tried getting the switch fixed, playing with the software for a while, even remapped the keyboard so that I can avoid pressing shift and control, but my patience ran out. Again, you know, screw you, Razer. That was it. No more. No mas, Razer. Por favor, mi amor, no mas may aulaw. Tama na yan. Igo na lagi. Yamete. Again. It was stupid. I know it was stupid, but it felt so good. From then on, I went on a mission. Nay, I went on a crusade that I will hate Razer and I will avoid Razer like the plague they are. I actually converted to Logitech. Pricey as they may have been, I was loving it. I went with the G613 before upgrading to the G915, got the G603 before moving on to the glorious 502. It was a revelation. You know the saying, the best way to get over an ex-girlfriend is to get a new one? Yep. These worked just fine, and I was over Razer just like that. And for 4 years, I was happy. Until early in 2021, my wife decided it was a good idea to get this bundle for me. Hey, not for her, for me. And what do I do with these? Oh, of course, it should go to her. Sneaky. So now that we got that background story out of the way and a little bit of a history lesson, let's talk about these products. How do I feel about them now? Overall, I did have some surprisingly good experience, but also not surprisingly bad ones. I do admit I was, pleasantly impressed with the tech inside these products. But the thing that felt weird with these Razer products were disappointing, but I sort of kind of expected it. So coming back to Razer with a lot of prejudice, I do admit that technology-wise, it's pretty impressive. What Razer advertises for the most part, especially when they talk about gaming tech, they walk the talk. The keys and switches on their keyboards feel really good and are on point, okay? From the Razer greens of the Blackwidow to the sci-fi analog switches of the Tartarus Pro, the 5G sensor of the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed is also on point. Man, I have never used a mouse this accurate before. Trust me, I've used a few gaming mouses in my time and, playing FPS, this mouse really, genuinely made me better. I can feel it. And if you want to see more in-depth review, like I said, in-depth reviews of these products are in the links below. Go check them out. In a nutshell, when Razer products work as intended, they work beautifully, okay? On good days, I really enjoy using them to the fullest. But that's on good days. Oh man, there will be times when the gaming peripherals snap you back to reality and just bugs out. Because, of course, Razer, of course. I don't know why people on the internet don't talk enough about this, but the Razer Synapse app is just absolutely trash. Guys, it will bug out and leave you wondering, hey, what happened to my short keys? What happened to my profiles?
Why aren't you working?
Why doesn't the mouse reconnect? Why won't it reconnect? An update? Oh, great. I can't use my macros right now. What? I have to restart my computer? Again? And that's just the tip of the iceberg that killed the Titanic. In all of my reviews, I kept concluding that the only way these accessories are gonna be worth it is if you get them on a discount. I can't believe how much Razer is actually selling their shit. Like, okay, the tech is really there, but you would need to be a real hardcore gaming enthusiast to fully appreciate these things. I mean, would you be able to appreciate the Razer Basilisk and its 5G advanced optical sensor along with its 16,000 dpi and 450 IPS tracking speed and up to 40G acceleration? Would you appreciate the 19mm actuation point of the green switches of the Razer Blackwidow V3 TKL? Would you appreciate the Razer Tartarus Pro with its analog optical switches, infrared Razer technology, pressure sensitive keys, and dual function actuation points? No! I mean, I can dare say most people who buy Razer products aren't even using all the features that you paid for. It's like everyone wants to buy a flagship phone simply to take selfies. Okay, you don't need a flagship phone, but you want to look good. You want people to see you as classy, that you own expensive stuff, like owning a Razer product. I mean, you want to show off that you're a Razer person because you think that the whole world finds them cool. I mean, I guess this is the old man in me talking. You know, the older I get, the simpler I want my peripherals to be. You know, just something that works every day, every hour, every minute. All I'm asking is for you to work. And hey, when they do work, guys, I'm very happy. You know, it may sound very hypocritical of me since I've been bashing Razer all this time, yet I'm actually the one using them every day. As a matter of fact, Razer has been the laughingstock of many gaming enthusiasts for years now. The running joke that's been going on for a while now is that if you own a Razer product, you're trying too hard to look like a serious gamer. It's like that guy who owns a two-door Honda Civic and starts calling it a sports car and calling himself a racer. But what people don't see is that Honda Civic is no joke when decked out correctly, and Razer, as infamous as they are, do have legit claim of having great products. Their reputation is just marred by buggy software and poor productions in the past. I get it, the brand is so big and so popular right now that owning one actually kind of feels tacky. Today, man, I can see Razer going from strength to strength. I mean, like, there are people who are willing to defend Razer to death. Hardcore fans who truly believe in them and will cancel anyone who thinks otherwise. Yeah, so overall, I am quite happy moving to Razer, even though I do miss my Logitech peripherals. But I'm only saying this because I got these for free. I mean, my wife did get this on a big discount. Would I recommend Razer to a casual or just the everyday gamer? No, they're really too expensive. On a discount, maybe. But only if 1, you're a big Razer fan already, and 2, if you really know what you need and that you've done your research, that you're willing to use all the features here, the features that, again, you paid for. I thought my relationship with Razer would be simpler by now, but it just got even more complicated actually. On one side, man, the tech is real. The tech is really good. On the other side, the price just doesn't match the performance you're paying for. I mean, especially if you compare it with other brands like Logitech, SteelSeries, and Corsair. I mean, they can compete with these products face to face, product to product, and even with a cheaper price tag. But at the end of the day, my opinions only matter to me and perhaps some of the viewers. At the end of the day, Razer is still the biggest lifestyle brand in the world. I mean, with laptops, microphones, monitors, and to add to that huge lineup already, they also have masks. And very recently, they've been, really active and trying to jump into the computer component industry. Whether it breaks my heart and I keep coming back to Razer over and over, just like a cheerleader, it will continue to move on, with or without my money. And that's it for me. Thank you so much, guys, for watching till the very end. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with my opinion. You know I'm very active down there. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in our past, present, and future videos. สวัสดีครับ